Hello, my name is Pastor Philip, and today we're going to be talking about the situations in Libya. Libya is in Africa, North Africa, and right now, as I'm speaking, Libya is under fire. And we know the cause, and because of power. Colonel Mohammed Gaddafi, who has been in power for the past 42 years, so long to the point where the people almost proclaim him as a god of that nation. And this is a clear example how if people who want to stay in power for so long, and as a result, they cause a lot of problems because the nation was not created by God to be for a particular person. A nation is for everyone who lives in that nation. Every citizen of a nation have the right to excel or to ascend to whatever power that is offered in that nation. But because of one man want to have it all, and this is why Libya is going through what she's going through. And then the question is, what is Africa doing towards the situations in Libya? What is the AU doing? That is the Union, African Union. What are they doing towards the situations in Libya? Are they waiting for America and the Western world to kick out Gaddafi? And one of the reasons why the African Union is not so totally involved is because most of them are doing what Gaddafi is doing. Most of the leaders in Africa at times want to stay in power for so long and neglect the democratic process. And this is a sign for not only the people, or not only for Gaddafi, but for leaders in Africa, that we want a democratic process to take place in every country in Africa. This is a time, this is a warning. The situations in Libya is a warning to people who think they can take power, or to people who think they can stay in power for as long as they want to. A nation is not for one person. A nation is not a private property. A nation is not a private farm where people can just take advantage of people. Africa should rise at this time. It started from the northern part of Africa, and it's going to happen all the way to the southern part of Africa. We should respect the rights of people, the rights of people to live, the right of people to ascend to positions. Libya is going through bombardment, war, and because of greed of one person who think he can stay in power for as long as he want to, who think he's the god of that nation. This is a warning to all, not only in Africa, to all the leaders around the world, that they cannot proclaim themselves as lifetime president. They have to give the people the chance to vote. They have to give the people the chance to choose their leader, not to impose on anybody. This is a human right. We have the right to choose our leader. We have the right to live in our country freely. We have the right to excel. We have the right to ascend to any position we want to. Nobody should stop anybody. The situation in Libya is getting worse. But most of our leaders in Africa, they should have been the one to take the lead. They should have been the one, not only by violence, but they should have been the one to pressurize Gaddafi. But why they are not pressurizing Gaddafi? What is the work of the AU, that's the African Union? What are they doing? Are they waiting for the United Nations? Are they waiting for the United States? Are they waiting for Great Britain and France to take action before they can? No. No wonder why the AU is so weak. Because she should have been the one to take this step. She should have been the one to impose. She should have been the one to do what the Western world is doing. This is a sign that we as Africans should learn from. It's not all the time, but we depend on the Western world to do what we're supposed to do. Libya is part of Africa. And if anything, the African Union should have been the one to prevent. Yeah, this is not a matter of interfering with the affair. But when it comes to the lives of people, it is a responsibility. That's a human right. If the people of Libya are going through suffering, if the people of Libya are dying because of one man, the African Union should have stepped in. This is not interfering into the affairs of Libya. This is a human rights issue. When it comes to human rights, where others are suffering and dying, it is the right of other nations to step in, to help take away the situation, to help take away those who are imposing hardship on the people. You cannot stay in power for 42 years. That is greed. The nation was not created by God for you alone. God created the nation for everybody. Everyone in Libya have the right to be president. Everyone in Libya has the right to excel or to ascend to any position. So this is a warning. We want the democratic process to take place. We want people to freely elect their leaders. We want people, because it is a God-given right. God gave us right as human beings. The right that God has given us is not based on creed or color. It is a human right. And this human right can only be effective if we respect the rights of other people. My brothers and sisters, the situations in Libya, it should be the concern of everyone. Africa should not wait for Western or for the Western world to take initiative. Africa should not wait for America to send a jet bomber to go and destroy the bases of Gaddafi. Africa waited for so long, and as a result, things are happening worse. But if African leaders, if they have taken their stand long time ago, this situation it should have gotten worse than it is today. It should have been resolved. Gaddafi should have been down a long time. But most of the African leaders were secretly siding with Gaddafi because Gaddafi gave them money of oil. Because Gaddafi is rich in oil, and most of the African nation cannot afford anything but to go to him for money. He was somehow the senior leaders of certain part of African leaders, because they depend on him. And they forget that things will turn out like this. My brothers and sisters, Africans, this is the time. The world is changing rapidly. The change will start from up and it will come down. The change that is taking place now is not only for leaders, but it's for everyone. You can be in a position where you think that you are the only person, or you are the only one can stay in that position for so long that you cannot give out the position. It's not only leaders or presidents that can be in position for that long. Some people in the offices, some people in position that they don't even want to share. They don't even want to share responsibility. But this is not what the people of Libya want. The people of Libya want to be free. The people of Libya want a new leadership. The people of Libya want a leadership that they all will be part of, not just for a particular group of people. My brothers and sisters, the change is taking place. Things are happening around the world. Look what is happening now in Japan. Earthquake. People are dying everywhere. The Bible talks about it. He said at the end time, things will happen. Earthquake, war, rumors of war. These are signs of the time. And Jesus is coming very, very soon. So it's good that you get your house in order. It's good that you put your house in order. Because you don't know when you're going to die. I don't know, you don't know. But one thing that we know, we all will die. So I just want to say this. If you have not given your life to Jesus Christ, if you are not born again, this is the time. He said it over thousands of years ago that he will come. And before he comes, there will be wars and rumors of wars. There will be earthquake. There will be all kinds of things happening, and it's happening right now. This is the sign of the time. And he's coming very soon. Give your life before it gets too late. I'm Pastor Philip Blamo, a missionary pastor from West Africa, Liberia, in the United States. Want to wish you the best, and may God bless you. And remember, Jesus is love. Thank you.